So, here's the thing. A man gets killed outside just to be brought to Mangaung Correctional Center to be set alight as if he's Thabo. So people may believe that Thabo died, meaning somebody had to be killed in order for people to believe that Thabo died. Right. One of the highest ranking officials working for intelligence in the EST here at MCC, he goes to another official's post where vehicles are coming in from the outside delivering goods and stuff. He tells the guy, I can relieve you, my brother. Don't worry, man. That man is not going to be the guy that's supposed to relieve you. I'm going to relieve you. Don't worry, go on your lunch. Kanti, it's at the same time that a Baki is going to come in having a room divider on it to be fixed at Woodwork in Mangaung Correctional Center. So the Baki's got the corpse inside. The room divider's got the corpse inside. The room divider comes in without being searched because the highly ranked official working for the EST and intelligence, he is now at that post. So the Baki goes in, the inmates offload the room divider, unaware of that there's a dead body inside. They place the room divider inside of the store or inside of the workshop. It's being put aside because they're not going to work on it immediately, but they're going to work on it in the next couple of days. The night, when everything is clear, everybody's knocked off, so phase 1 of the escape done. Phase 2, now the cameras needs to be turned to a different direction so that they look away from where anybody can be seen entering or exiting the unit where Bester is being held. They take the dead body inside. Before they take the dead body inside, they move Bester, knowing that, okay, nobody has noticed anything suspicious, the corpse is here. If we're going to leave it until tomorrow morning, then our whole mission has flopped. So let's move Bester because everybody is knocked off already. We can now move Bester. Phase 2 has been initiated. Bester is moved to a corner cell where the camera cannot see what's happening. I don't know whether those cameras were also turned away, the ones inside of the section that Bester was held, but somehow the corpse was taken out of the room divider at the vocational area, being carried or pushed inside of something to Broadway, and being placed in the cell, satellite out with Bester. 2 people were seen leaving the premises that night, and nobody just leaves the premises at Mangaung at night. Somebody has to account for that person leaving the premises. I don't know whether anybody had accounted for any 2 people leaving the facility at that night, at that time, and under what circumstances. Sharp, the dead body is found, it's been burned to ashes. Some of the ashes get destroyed, most of them gets thrown away. Was that an effort to cover up, or what was it? Huh? Was there an effort to cover something up, or what was it? So when the DCS officials arrived, the ashes are already being pushed out. Some of the ashes are already being pushed out in some type of container that was on the trolley. And I've seen it when I went to school that morning. I saw that trolley. I saw it. There were actually 2. So the DCS officials, they inspected that trolley containing the ashes, and they saw this cannot be all. It can't be. And they went to Broadway. They went to ask, and the cleaner told them, I was instructed to throw away those ashes. That cleaner was fired. The guys, my bras, my friends that came to paint the cell were standing there the whole time, hearing and seeing everything. Anyhow, they still continued painting the cell. Not even the DCS officials told them that this is still a crime scene. What does that say about the DCS officials and the controllers that Mr. Ngumalo talks in such high regard about? If it was an ordinary person, I'm saying it again, then y'all would never have known that he's gone, he had escaped. Y'all only now know that somebody had escaped and the dead body is not the inmate who should have, it does not belong to the inmate who is who has escaped, or who is hoe kry ek nou net die woord? Yes, the body is not that of the inmate that we have presumed it to be. If it was a low profile person such as myself, a person not in a good financial standing such as myself, a person that's not got a highly rated in society, a person with zero worth such as myself, there would have been no investigation about the death or the circumstances surrounding my death if it had been me. So let's leave the Bester story, man, and leave the law to take its course. Go dig deeper. Ask around about Chunky. Chunky, the guy from Rocklands in Bloemfontein, the one that got killed by the EST at the very same section that Bester escaped. Dondolo, ask around for Dondolo. He's one of the last numbers of security right now because he kept his mouth shut about the Chunky issue. He's the one that called the EST for Chunky and they ended up killing him. Budondolo were promoted because they kept their mouths shut. Go ask Dondolo about Chunky. Also ask them about Papir, the inmate that died at Mount Gambier. The inmate that got a heart attack, he pressed the emergency bell. As you can see right here, that's an emergency bell. If I press that bell, then the officials will be alerted that at my specific cell is an emergency. The bell rang for more than 20 minutes. And the guy died of a heart attack because the people took too long to respond to the bell. And then it's being spoken a lot about the world-class facility that Mangaung is. Whatever comes to the media, it's about Mangaung Correctional Center. They're always talking about world-class facility, state-of-the-art facility. They're always talking about the building. They're always talking about the infrastructure. They're always talking about the security system, the second biggest private prison in the whole world. They're never talking about the psychological state of inmates at the center. How healthy are these guys? They're not talking about the stress that these guys are under. They're not talking about the cold food these guys are eating. They're not talking about the fact that when it's winter, they make the water cold. When it's summer, they make the water hot. So they make it very unpleasant for inmates to even take a simple shower. They're not mentioning the fact that they're telling inmates that want to open a case against anyone, whether an inmate or an official, that you have to wait until there's 50 people on the list before you make a case. And there's never 50 people on that list. They're not mentioning the fact that Mangaung Correctional Center only works with Absa Bank. So if you don't want to bank with Absa, then we're not going to make provision or arrangements for you to open a bank account. What does Absa gain from the operations of this facility? What does Absa gain from it? Look into that issue. What does Absa gain from Mangaung Correctional Center, from making business with Mangaung Correctional Center? Because it seems as though Absa is making business with them through us. I have the feedback that is shown where I've been told cannot open Capitec bank account, only Absa. Look into such other issues and stop this thing of prioritizing high profile people when you're reporting to the media.